This is the future.
Over 1 million bleed procs. Over 3 million bleed procs. All in one single weapon with the right mods without even tapping into damage buffing abilities or subsume abilities from the Helminth system. Want to know how? Stick until the end as this video will guide you on what to do. Last time, I have shown you what turns out to be a meme build for Titania, that happens to be super fun. Well, who doesn't like to infinitely shoot her Dex Pixia while having the luxury of infinite energy also while she is on her Razor Wing mode? The Titania build was aided with the set bonus of the new Boreal mods which you can get from the new Namur bounties. It gives out 60% damage reduction while you are airborne, but like I have said in my previous video regarding Titania, this is not the true power of the new set mod. Its true power lies in one of the Boreal mods, and that is the Boreal Contempt, which is exclusive for polyams. Okay, before anything else, I would like to debunk a misconception regarding this new mod. It is not like Condition Overload that increases your melee damage in every status you proc into an enemy. Instead, it increases the damage of the status effect itself you have inflicted on the enemies. It seems the same squad leader. Well, put it this way. Condition Overload grants bonus damage to your melee per status procs to enemies, while Boreal Contempt will increase the damage of a status that you proc to an enemy. If you put it that way, then you might say that this mod is crap since a 60% damage increase from status is nowhere as powerful as having 300% buff or more from Condition Overload mod. Well, numbers in this game sometimes are shady and you might think that 60% is mediocre, but the truth is, Boreal Contempt can give you tons of damage when you know where and how to use it. Also, again, try not to compare Boreal Contempt with Condition Overload as they are not the same. However, they do combo pretty well, which we will talk about later in this video. Okay, one more time. To make a very long story short, Condition Overload causes your attacks to do more damage for each condition on your target. Boreal's Contempt causes conditions that do damage to be more powerful. That's it. What makes this new mod overpowered is that it is multiplicative with other damage mods and is applied twice to toxin, gas, heat, electricity, and slash procs. Remember Chroma Fury buff double dipping the elemental mods? It's close to being the same with this new Boreal Contempt mod. Upon my experiments using this mod, I can go up to 500k bleed procs in a pure slash build while I am using this mod. On average, you can see between 50k to 100k bleed procs if you are using the right build. And take note, this is only using the normal fast attacks at 12 times combo multiplier. Using the heavy attacks will yield millions of slash proc, just like what I have said in the introduction part of this video. I say that it's powerful since it makes an already powerful meta even broken. Using it with a pure slash build, or any element that does damage over time, will make your damage insane. The best part is, the damage bonus is multiplicative with other damage mods and is applied twice, similarly to faction mods, hence the double dipping. So basically, you can pair this with your Condition Overload to dish out even more insane damage to enemies. Another thing that you should know about this mod is that the damage from status effects multiplier is additive to Ash's passive and to the status damage multiplier from Empowered Blades. However, it has its limitations. The damage from status effects multiplier does not apply to status effects inflicted by abilities that scale off melee mods, such as Korra's Whipclaw. The exception is status effects inflicted by boulders thrown via Atlas Rumbled Augment. Okay squad leader, I think I know everything about this mod. Now tell me what mod to sacrifice and what is the best polearm to use with the new Boreal Contempt mod. I would say that a polearm Zor would work just fine since you can fine-tune the stats to your liking, but I would say that a hybrid polearm, which is slightly inclined towards status, would be better for this new Boreal Contempt mod. Also, those polearms with high slash damage will prove beneficial. A great polearm would be the Orthos Prime. It has good critical chance, with insane status chance and slash damage. Now, speaking of how to mod, and what mod to sacrifice in your build, let's take for example Orthos Prime. What we are looking for is a pure slash build with this weapon, and you can go with the usual modding minus the elemental combo. Since Orthos Prime is mostly consist of slash damage, we don't need to add another slash damage mod, so that slash will be dominant among the damage type for this weapon and help it procs commonly compared to other damage types you have in the Orthos Prime. Faction mod also increases the overall damage of the build. And then, you can add the usual critical chance and critical mods for higher slash and bleed procs. Don't forget weeping wounds for high increase status chance at max combo counter. Add primed reach and then, condition overload. As I have said earlier, the damage you dealt to enemies with condition overload, with Boreal Contempt will be higher, especially if you are using a primed gun like the Cedo or the Kuvanuka. In fact, Boreal Contempt is best used when you are building for pure slash damage with a primer gun in hand, as it enhances the damage potential of your polearm. Last but not the least, Boreal Contempt, of course. Well, it's pretty obvious. The mod does insane damage because of the multiplicative damage calculation it has. It double dips, and man, it's very potent when you have the faction mod equipped in your polearm. Somehow, this mod has made Polium rise on top of the food chain in terms of dealing damage. I think it's a good thing that it's only exclusive for polearm, since it will get abused in other weapons, especially those types that can easily inflict heavy attack. Just imagine how much heavy attack values you can get with those weapons like Side or Nikana. But squad leader, you can build the polearm with heavy attack, right? Yes, you are right, my friend, but there are a couple of holes. First of all, the heavy attack of polearm doesn't have any guaranteed slash procs. Secondly, it's slower compared to the heavy attacks of other melee weapons. Worst, you will need to put more status chance mods in your polearm to give it a chance to proc slash during a heavy attack. That is why I advise you to go with a combination of both. Use fast attacks in your polearm to build up the combo counter and land a heavy attack to see those massive million bleed procs. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Now go and try this in a real mission. Thank you so much for watching. Squad leader signing off.
This is the future.